But the next question will return back to Representative Graves. How do you intend to affect or make change in Washington, D.C. with a Democratic majority and a Democratic president?
Well, I've demonstrated you can already make a change. I've been there 49 days and I've left a mark already. As you will notice from the many times I've been on the floor to the other day when I sort of chastised them for their closed process with Jesse Jackson Jr. presiding at the time, and talked about how they're even fearful and they don't even trust their own membership because they close the process down and do not allow members to vote on various amendments and other things. It's about having somebody that's willing to stand up. He's got the fire in the belly. He's got the boldness to say what is right and stand up and say what is wrong. And as we've seen over the past several weeks, whether it's the newest member, the freshest member of Congress is the one who has sponsored the legislation to defund Obamacare in its entirety. I mean, that's standing up for North Georgia, standing up for the rest of the country. The next day, I went into the Rules Committee, which I'm sure a freshman of my tenure had never been in before, and offered an amendment to a bill to deauthorize any funding for Obamacare through the transportation funding bill, of which the health care funding does flow through. So I think it's going to take a member who's got the initiative and the excitement to get involved and engaged in the process.
Well, serving in the Senate for 2 terms, I will tell you that legislating is more than talking about it, but actions. And it takes a true belief in what you're doing and true knowledge of the issues. It also takes going to the other side, and sometimes you've got to go to the other side to talk to them about the issues, because healthcare, issues like healthcare and the future of our children, those are not just Republican issues, but those are Democratic issues also. And at the end of the day, we're elected to represent all people. We're there to provide for a future for these children. So healthcare issues must be discussed across the aisles. Our values can never be given up as far as Republicans, our conservative values, but that does not mean that we cannot go to some of the Democrats, get their vote, and then pass the legislation. Because at the end of the day, you got to do something. You can't just stand around, use philosophy, and then not get anything done for the people.
On the 8th day of after being sworn in Congress, I was asked by Eric Cantor to join the whip team, which was probably the shortest time frame in which a member had been asked to join, because of my boldness in the first week of just going to the well and time again speaking out against what was happening and standing up for conservative values. Here last week, you probably saw I was awarded the Freshman of the Year award with the 2008 freshman class, of which the freshmen who were already there ahead of me recognized me coming in and said, "Man, you are a breath of fresh air. You're the one who has taken the fight to the other side." But then lastly, I'll add this: how can a member make a difference right now? As one who was elected in the special election, my seniority dates back to 2008. So my seniority actually goes back with the last class. And as we move into this next November, there's going to be 70 or 80 new congressmen elected. And my seniority will be ahead of each and every one of those members. Therefore, we leap about 4.5 years of seniority just by coming in during the time in which we did.
Well, obviously I have no seniority, but I hope there are people that do have seniority do not return to Congress. I think there are people that have seniority that have not done the job, and seniority is a great thing. But still, at the end of the day, it's the people that represent you, and represent you for the right reasons, and bring honor and integrity to the job.